Okay. Live. Fabulous. I guess we'll just have to wait for people to come in. Oh, man. If anybody has any questions or anything, I'll be happy to take them, whether it's about editing or music, because people love to talk about music. But just let me know, and I will try to get to it. Let's see. Wait, what the hell? Is that... Okay. That's not what I want. Nope, that's... Oh. Subtract. Yes, there we go. Oh, fuck. What's the thing I'm editing about? This is... it's a video similar to The World Is Not As You See It. It's only slightly similar. But it's philosophically oriented. Let's see. I don't know how I should deal with this part here. Maybe I should feather it. I do parts in After Effects, and then I do the rest in Premiere. So you can see the rest is in Premiere here. Fuck. Now how's that? Oh, that doesn't look half bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. Okay. And then I want to feather this one. So the basic animation here is just him moving his hand. The new Adobe logo icons are cool. I don't know why they made Media Composer a different color though. It's kind of weird. I want his eyebrow to come up. Oh man. Mic is quiet. Let me turn it up. Test, 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 test. How about now? Is that good? That's awesome. Let's go out. Yeah, there we go. It actually doesn't look that good. I think I'm gonna leave it though. Yeah. Okay, now I need some paper textures. Backgrounds, paper. And I don't know, what should I go with? Let's go with that one. Middle of this and the previous. Okay. Just turn this down like ever so slightly. Okay, let's... fuck. Can't hear the fan, but the voice is clear. I don't know what fan you're talking about, but... Okay, and then there. Someone asked me if I did commission work. I don't. I just do this for fun. If I'm gonna be completely honest, my real passion is writing, but nobody wants to hear a guy talk about nothing in writing. Well, I should say, nobody without credentials. Because if I were successful, then I could publish just about anything I want. But I'm not. No. Overlay. No. Pin light. No. I think that I'll just have to go to curves. What's my words per minute in typing? I don't know. I don't keep track of that. I know that I don't type properly, though. Let's bring these up. Ah. Crush those a little bit more. No, that's good. No. Yeah, there we go. That's good. And then... Do I think that's good enough? I don't know. How am I doing? I'm doing fine. Better than other people, I guess, given the current situation. Oh, fuck. And then let's set that different. No. Screen. Nah. Multiply. Maybe color burn would look good. Is this gonna be a vid? Yes. Yes. Better fucking be a video. Do I do this a lot? No. I don't stream very often, only when I feel like it. Which isn't very often. I'm just gonna leave that. That doesn't really look that great. Needs something else. I think. So for this part of the video, I'm talking about how cilantro tastes different to different people. So there's going to be a speech bubble here that says, what's the real flavor of cilantro? So I have to, I'll put that there, and we'll see how that looks. What? God damn it. Now, do. Cilantro is not as it seems. That is damn straight. No, I feel like that's too hard to read. No. I feel like, yeah, that's good. Now, we'll do that. Now watch this. This is going to be like magic, in my opinion. Okay. Type. Typewriter. Oh no. Gotta go in here. Go to that. Type on. Now, go to this. Now it's got a little bit of jagged edge. And actually, let's make this a little bit longer. Yeah. Okay. That's good. And then I'm gonna use the wiggle preset. Twist. Is that what I want? No. Let's do that. Yeah. And then yeah. No, even that's too much. Let's make this 0.2. No. Maybe let's make this 1.5. Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. Doing any of this in Shortcut. So, what I just did here was just apply a bunch of presets. Some of them I have created myself, others I haven't. Like the type I didn't create myself, but all of these I did. And so this just lets me like mix and match a lot of different effects all at once. It's really cool. So now I want something like this. No. I don't know how good this is gonna look though. No. This might look like completely terrible. Attention now, please. What do you want? Let's make that more like that. No, I don't know. This might end up looking like complete trash. Oh. Oh, man. That does not look that good. Damn it. Oh, that, No, I'm really not feeling that. But it still needs something. Maybe if I just make the text bigger. I don't know. This really be a chicken and waffles moment. Hell yeah, it do. Okay. Let's look at that now. Maybe that would not be best. And then let's change that to cosine. Do I like the way that looks? Not really. But let's change the frequency to 1.9. I don't know. That really don't be the vibe I'm trying to go for. Of course, once I add the pencil, maybe it'll look better. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that's good. Perhaps that question is a... And then... let's do a scale on this. Precompose. Set that to, I don't know, 110. And then... this posterized time effect makes it look really blocky. I like that. That's too much. Let's bring it out here. Yeah, that's good. I had like no idea what else I could put here, so that's why it's this. Because there's like, I mean, what can I don't know. I have a picture of my face, obviously, but I don't know. I feel like I could do something better than that, but I couldn't really think of anything. This editing be lit. I see you keep trying to post that, and I would appreciate it if you didn't. Uzi XO. Do I want that on there for now? Let's not. Looks good enough. What do I want? Let's go with that. How am I doing? Doing fine, I guess. Can't really complain. I mean, my days are pretty much occupied by doing this shit, so can't exactly go anywhere. Well, I could, but there's not really any point. Nobody's fucking doing anything right now. No, I mean... So what I'm saying here is you could point to optical illusions, and I'm talking about this one. But I feel like this might be gimmicky. I don't know. What are my specs? I'm editing with a Ryzen CPU, and then the GPU is, what is it? An NVIDIA GTX 1060, I think. Don't quote me on that, though. I'm pretty sure it's a 1060. Fuck. No, it's not Alt-Tab that I'm using, it's Control-Z. No, this looks like hot ass. God damn it, that looks horrible. Nah, I don't know. I want this to, like, fly back off really quickly then. DaVinci's good. I mean, you really can't go wrong, I guess. I'd say the key thing is to just start. Like, it doesn't matter what you got or what you don't have. Fuck. Let's delete those. No, that looks like trash. I don't know. Maybe I don't want this here yet. And then Love your stuff. Always inspired by the editing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Love the Resonance video. Thank you. Am I still planning on doing a Studio Ghibli video? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. That'll be good. Do I like that? Not really. I don't know. First time I caught a stream. Been watching your vids for a while. Glad you like them. Man, do the new Adobe icons look bad? I don't think so. I think they look fine. I don't know. I'm not really one to pay much attention to icons. Who gives a shit? God. Looks so shitty. And then let's change the rotation to Have I thought of collaborating with other musical editors? I don't know. To be honest, I really don't want to make much music-based content anymore. It's not really my main focal point of interest, like, in my life. I like music as much as the next guy, of course, but I was only doing that. Like, I only made those videos because I knew people would watch them. Like, it's not really what I want to talk about, if I'm being dead honest. It's not what I really care about. Do I like that? No. Fuck it, I'll just keep that for now. Love the X one, glad you liked it. And then let's fucking put that there. Sure. That looks good. If it's not, let's say, a passion of yours, why do I ignore you? 300k subs and only 55 viewers. It's because I just don't... I'm not that, engaging, I guess. I don't know. People don't really... How can I put it? Resonate with what I do. I guess that would be the word. I'm also just not on here very often. You know? Like... Somebody like Too Mad. Now he is gonna be pulling the views because he's on like fucking every night. I just, I don't have the time for that. Let's make that, I don't know, 42.95. Just so it's, oh, God. Yeah, I guess that looks alright. And then let's throw a, oh, what the fuck? That's not good. Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't upload quickly enough. Yeah. I've been trying to think of how I can change that. And as you can see, like, putting my face on the screen, like, obviously saves a good deal of editing time. Like, this video is about 11 minutes long, and it really hasn't taken me that long to make. I've only been working on the video, like, graphics themselves for about 3 days? 4 days? Not that long. Talking in front of a camera saves a hell of a lot of time, that's for sure. Oh, man. Why? Using After Effects, I mean, it's not hard work, it just takes time. Like, it's very tedious. That's why I use plugins for a good bit of what I do. It's just easier. Saves a little bit of time. Yeah, and then I want to do something with this, but I don't know what. Maybe I should have these keyframes last longer. Maybe pull that out. And that's the other thing, is there's so much trial and error because I don't really know what I'm doing. Well, I should say I don't have a prefabricated plan for, like, everything. Some of it is like, oh, that looks cool. Maybe I should do that, or an alteration of that. Whatever that is. It just happens to spontaneously appear in the moment. Most important animated shows of the West. I don't know. Peppa Pig? Fucking The Simpsons? I don't know. I don't really watch that much TV. But yeah, I guess The Simpsons would be up there, right? I don't know. SpongeBob? Yeah, I guess. Shooba-dooba-doo. That just looks like trash. Oh man, I'm gonna have to come back to this because this is just not shaping up. How did I learn this stuff? Seems daunting. Well, it's really not. Like, the more you do it, the more you just get an eye for what it is you're working on. You know? It just seems like a lot. But it's not. It's seriously not. I mean, it helps having a lot of background assets. Like, I can just pull up pictures like this for the background. Because I have these downloaded. Because at one point in time, I saw them and I downloaded them. You know? So, it only seems like a lot because I've been doing it for a while. And that goes for just about any skill. When I watch jazz pianists on YouTube, I think the same thing. Like, oh my god, I'm never, ever going to be good enough as these guys. But then I think, oh, well, damn, he's 50 years old. Of course he's better than me. He's been doing it for 3 more decades than me. So... How do I choose and research a topic? Well, yeah, how do I do that? That's not what I want. Well, topics are usually just in my head floating about, so I usually have like at least 2 or 3 topics at any one time that I'm thinking about doing, and I'll just pick one. That's really not a great answer, and I'm aware of that, but that's just how it is. I read a lot. Like, most of my day, every day, is spent reading. Like, when I'm not doing this, I'm reading, because that's what I like to do. Then when I'm not doing that, I'll be writing. So, and there's always ideas that come up in my readings, of course, so. It's beneficial in that way, I would say. So if you want to pick topics, I would say just read more. As for how I research them, it's different for each video. Because for this video, for instance, it's composed of readings that I'd done in part for college and part at home. So wasn't really much research involved. I was just pulling from notes I'd taken on the readings. So I'd already had this information before me. That's also not a great answer, but, you know, that is what it is. For other videos, like, say, the Michael Jackson video I made last summer, that I just Googled some basic stuff about Michael Jackson and put together something that I thought was interesting. But, I mean, I had preconceived opinions that I wanted to talk about relevant to him, so I don't know. If you want to do it, there's a certain degree of going with your gut that you have to do, and you just have to fill in the gaps otherwise. Still not a great answer, but it's the best I can say. Favorite book? Favorite book? I really like Don Quixote, and I just read that for one of my classes last semester. It's really good. The metatextual elements of it were interesting. I want to do something with this. How else can I put it? The character development, story. Overall, it was just a great book, and I would highly recommend it to anybody. Now, actually, I mean, there is some intertextuality. God, I sound like a fucking professor. There's, how can I put it? There's references in the book to other works, but they're small, and they're not necessary. But it helps if you've read those other works. Let's see that. What scripts or plugins do I use? A lot of different stuff. Boris Continuum Complete, Red Giant Universe, I'd say are the 2 main ones. I use plugins from, god damn it, Motion Array as well, and I pay for those. So. No, let's make that 900. Do you still feel the same as you did? Same about what? When I made Tormented Mind. Like, the same with regards to what? What the hell? Oh, there we go. Maybe let's make that 30%. No. 930. Fuck. Yeah, it's good. What do I think of Tame Impala's new songs? I mean, they're good. I mean, I don't really listen to much Tame Impala anymore. I mean, R2, you're saying you hate that reading has become pursuit of great intellectuals. Reading is whatever the hell you want it to be. There are people online that want to demonize people for reading. Because it's like, oh, you just think you're smart. And, well, could be, but then other people do just want to read for pleasure. I don't think you can categorically say anybody's reading for any one reason. I read because I got nothing better to do. Everything else just feels like a waste of time. To me. Besides this. There's just not much else I'd rather be doing. And, you know, I just do it. Yeah, that's good. Referenced philosophically by Ludwig Wittgenstein. Yeah. And then... let's bring this up here. Yeah, no, and Electric Avocado, watching YouTube videos all day. I used to be that way until like a year or two ago. Because I personally had just felt like I'd gotten to a point where most of what I saw on YouTube felt regurgitated, and I just wanted something else. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say, hard to describe without coming off pretentious, but I don't know. I feel like I have a compulsive need to know things. I just like new stuff all the time. And shit. When YouTube stopped fulfilling that role, reading took up the baton. Let's change that to 32. Nah. 15. Yeah, that's not bad. Now watch this. This is also like magic. I love this. Paper? No, fuck. Page. Film Impact. That's another set of plugins I use. Now. Oh! Incredible. Let's put that to reverse peel. Oh! That is... Oh my god. That is incredible. Let's take that drop shadow off. Yeah, 1984 is one of those books that people read it and they think, oh, now I've seen the totalitarian ways of society. It's like, bro, you have seen one perspective that is time contingent based on one guy's political leanings. Read other stuff. One book, one perspective is not enough. But that's just my humble opinion. That's nothing for anybody to absolutely follow. Oh yeah, that's tight. cornball. This guy is a typical Reddit user. Yeah, man. Oh, fuck. Okay. Gang gang! Yes! The WH 1000 MX3 or XM3 are great. Though I haven't been using them in their wireless mode recently, because I usually just have them plugged into my computer. What camera do I use? For the videos, it's a Sony... Oh my god, what is it? Sony A6400. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. God damn it. There. God, I'm just gonna have to ban you. Sorry, man. Clean day 420. It's a shame, but it's tough. You're gonna be on timeout. Go think about go think about what you did. Have I read Ed Snowden's book? Nah. I don't really keep up with that kind of, what's the word for it, countercultural stuff. The government's corrupt, and so is the private sector. That is pretty much every bit of counterculture summed up in less than a minute. Do I use much more Sapphire? Not really. I mean, I use it, just not very often. It's much more stylized than my editing calls for, I think. Okay. Is there... Yeah, I think there's a way to... Let's just... copy with property links. And then... That's not what I wanted. Thoughts on Evangelion? It's good. You know, can't complain. I think there's a good subtext going on The Christian symbolism's cool. It's neat. Like, you know, what more can you say? Alright, that's good. Set that to screen. No, multiply. Topically by Ludwig Wittgenstein. Alright. Delete that. At different times. Sometimes a duck, sometimes a... At different times. Sometimes a duck. How hard is it to pirate? It's not hard at all. Just use a reputable website. Google around for one. It's not that hard to do. God. Yeah, I probably should have thought this through more. I don't know how I should do this. This was dumb. What am I trying to do? I'm trying to sync up. You'll see in a moment here when I export these pictures. The video is going to be about whether or not we can validate our knowledge. Sounds like it's such a pretentious topic, but it's just like, if something crazy happens, how do you know it's really happening? That's like the crux of the video. Damn it. No, it's not like the Mandela effect. You'll see. Like, it's very hard to describe in and of itself, though I probably should try. Like, so the video starts with a thought experiment. If something insane were to happen, like, say, one day you woke up and you were obese. That's not the example I used in the video, but that's another good one. If that were to happen, how could you verify that that were happening? Or that it wasn't happening, that it was fake, that it was illusory? How could you prove it or disprove it? And that is what the video asks. Fiction. And, well, because it appears differently at different times. Sometimes it... Could you prove that example you gave just now? Well, that's the entire question. Is anything provable? Truly, totally, and entirely, without a shadow of a doubt. That's the question. Duck, sometimes a rabbit. To say what it is, then, doesn't really seem like something that can be divorced from... Well, in this example, you could say a duck is a rabbit. Just in this example. It's not what I want. Multiply, I think. Yeah, there we go. All right. Now, how should I go about doing this? I think I will shift that to 1 second in. Is a duck a rabbit? That's a tough question. That is a very tough question. Is. Anything. Just is. Think about that one. Alright, so now I want this to scale up. Make that, I don't know, 50%. No, 45. No, 40. Yes, this is indeed me editing. That looks like trash. I just want that. Ah. Where did I get the idea for the video? Yeah, pretty much based on a class I took. Let's make that -13. Let's see how that looks. Do I like the way that looks? Not particularly. Let's see how that looks. Let's just put that back. Oh. What if it's all fake? What if everything is fake? That's the question. That is the operative question. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus, that looks like trash. God! That is terrible. Oh, that's just not gonna do. Let's just use these. Fuck it. Does putting my thoughts into words so well come naturally, or can I pinpoint anything that's helped me do that? No, I've just always been able to do that. Some people are better with words than others. I don't know what to tell you. God, why does that look so terrible? Oh, what the God fucking damn it. I'm just gonna use this. Do I know what solipsism is? Yeah, it's a neat philosophy, but I don't know. It doesn't really amount to much. This is called flow. Makes keyframe easing a hell of a lot easier. God. It's still annoying, though. Oh. That's not what I wanted. Let's... I don't know. Yeah, let's put that there. Yeah, you might say it's both a duck and a rabbit. It's just one of those puzzle pictures that it, you know, what can or cannot be said about it is a matter of question, and that is the point of the video. Well, not the point, but one of the many points. How am I able to make this content and not question my existence? I mean, I feel like pretty much everybody knows existence is bullshit, so I just don't think about it. Medication helps too, I should say. But mostly I just don't think about it. Because what's the point? Fuck. God damn. Oh. Okay. There we go. Alright. Good. Now, what do I have that scale set to? Isn't that the purpose of religion, to give comfort about the idea of death? It can be. Religion has many purposes. To talk about any one purpose is reductive, I guess. Because, for instance, like, burying the dead is something we do, it's theorized at least, to make sure healthy people don't get sick, they don't contract diseases from dead bodies. What the hell did I just do? Why? Why? God damn. And religious rites are typically instituted because the matter of life and death is something that is sacred. So it's not just a matter of comfort, but a matter of codifying. It's 30%. Okay. That's all this video is supposed to ask. Well, it's really 3 separate questions. Can you prove that everything actually truly exists? And then, as a sub-question, can you prove that anything actually exists? So, any particular thing. So it's a difference between asking, is the entire world a simulation, and then asking, well, within that simulation, does anything even exist really? Is there any way that, even supposing everything is simulated, does the mind still have any contact with that simulation? So, 2 separate questions, really. God effing damn it. Okay. Fuck. Skepticism. Yes, skepticism all the way down. Yes. That's right. I was in part inspired to make the video because for one of my other classes we had to read sections from Montaigne's essays. And in one of them, the Apology for Raymond Sebond, that is Montaigne, ultimately concludes that our epistemic condition is hopeless unless we get some kind of divine insight. And I don't mention that in the video, but that was what led me to want to express this thought, because I think that's a very profound turn. I mean, of course, he's pulling from ancient Greek thought in doing that, the Pyrrhonists. But I still think I thought his argument and his wording was very interesting, and I liked it. What the fuck?
Appears differently at different times.
That's going. What in the hell is happening there? What the?
Sometimes.
Why? What in the fuck?
There's a duck sometime.
These programs are so tedious sometimes, and I just don't know why.
Sometimes a duck, sometimes a rabbit. To say...
Here it looks perfectly fine. I just don't get it. To abruptly change subjects from philosophy. Favorite type of tree. Favorite type of tree? I don't have one. Maybe conifers? I don't know. I don't think about trees very often.
Sometimes a rabbit. To say what it is... Sometimes a duck, sometimes a rabbit. To say what it is, then, doesn't really seem like something that can be
Alright, that looks good.
divorced from who sees it, when they see it, and how they see it. The subjective context surrounding its being seen. So...
Alright, that looks tasty. Now, what should I do with this? Name of the song playing, this is Thicker Than Water by Brian Bromberg. Do I write 4 versions of a sentence? Well, not usually. Though, some of my wording can be a little bit bad as a consequence of that. I should rewrite my scripts more than I do. So, I don't know what I should do with this. Maybe, I don't know. Slide. I don't fucking know. Maybe nest. Sometimes I wish I could just talk about what I wanted to and have somebody else do the editing. Like, I like doing the editing, and I'm glad you guys like it, but it's very tedious. Does it even matter if we ask ourselves deep questions? Most people just want to chase the bag and survive and don't have time to think about philosophical ideas. Well, I think it does matter. I'm a proponent of critical theory, so essentially the social theorists following in the vein of Marx. So it's like Adorno, Horkheimer, Habermas. Though they would be considered modernist philosophers, though I think postmodernists have important things to say as well. But all that's to say, ideas from somebody like Wittgenstein have import for social theorists, and those ideas then matter for how we organize states, that is governments. So I think all of this is very important, and I think knowing the theoretical underpinnings of, say, how the government is run. Of course, this is like hyper theoretical, but it interests me, so fuck it, I'm gonna make a video on it. But even still, I think it's important, and that's it. Maybe I don't.
Wittgenstein. And as he pointed out, there's an ambiguity to it because it's a depiction. And, well, because it appears differently at... It's a depiction. And... Depiction.
Yeah. Will you archive the stream? I should. Hey, what's up, Middle Eight? I should, and I probably will get to it at some point, but it is not on my priority list, unfortunately.
Fiction.
Let's just bring that there.
Fiction. And, well, because it appears differently at different times. Sometimes a duck, sometimes a rabbit. To say what it is, then, doesn't really seem like something that can be divorced from who sees it, when they see it, and how they see it.
Alright.
It's a depiction, and...
Yeah, that looks good enough to me. Let's maybe do something like this.
Fiction. And... A depiction.
Ah.
It's a depiction, and, well, because it appears different...
Alright. That looks fine. Now what do I want to do here?
For things as they actually are. When is an actual rabbit in act...
Yeah. Okay. Do I have any asset packs that are public? Yeah, I have a couple on my Selfie page, and you can go over there and download them if you want to. Motion. No. Goddamn. Logo. Motion. Oh, that's not what I want.
For things as they actually are.
I want that to keep going. Oh, that's clearly too much. Yeah, that's good. But, oh. Yeah, it's Premiere, obviously.
The case for things as they actually are.
That is just garbage. Let's try this and see what happens. Ah, yep, exactly what I thought would happen. Great. Well, I'll just keyframe this manual, I guess. Had anybody asked anything else? No.
They are.
What do I go to school for? I did initially go for business, but I switched to humanities because I was more interested in it. So, the program I'm in is a combination of literature, philosophy, and theology. Thanks, I appreciate it. GIJS.
Depictions? Why can't it be the case for things as they actually are? Depictions? Why can't it be the case for depictions? Why can't it be the case for things as they actually are?
Think of liberation theology. I think it's interesting. I mean, I know the guy that came up with it, invented it, whatever, was excommunicated from the church, so I know the church isn't exactly a proponent for it. But it's interesting.
Things as they actually are. When is an act...
God. Oh, just delete these.
the case for things as they actually are? Why can't it be the case for things as they actually are? Things as they actually are. Things as they actually. Things as they actually. For things as they actually.
That's good. How long does the average video take? Hard to say. Not very long. Couple days. I mean, of, you know, like 8 hours of work each day.
Why can't it be the case for...
Why aren't I listening to Vaporwave? Just not in the mood.
For depictions...
Okay, now let's make that 50. No? Oh yeah. There we go.
For depictions, why can't it be the case for...
Do I still listen to X? Not very often, because he hasn't put out any new music. Obviously.
When is an act...
Ah, fuck. But no, I still listen to him every now and then.
For things as they actually are.
God.
For depictions, why can't it be the case for things as they actually are? When is an actual rabbit in actual...
Do I listen to King Cruel? Nah.
For depictions, why can't it be the case for things as they
Favorite X banger? Gotta be Look at Me. Got to be.
for depictions, why can't it be the case for things as they actually are?
Oh my god, that is just atrocious.
For depictions, why can't it be the case for things as they actually are? When is an act for depictions, why can't it be the case for things
God, why does it do that? That is garbage.
can it be the case for
See then,
the case for things as they actually are?
and then
When
that's
is
not what I want either.
as they actually are? When is as they actually are? When is an actual rabbit for depictions, why can't it be the case for things as they actually are?
That just does not look good. This was a waste of time. There's no reason to even do it like that. Such an idiot. What video took the longest to create? Probably in terms of hours, the Resonance video. Though the X video took a hell of a long time, too. Should just do this.
Why can't it be the case? Why can't it be the case for
Yeah, it's gonna be good enough for me.
why can't it depiction for depictions? Why can't
Okay, and then... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's change that to 4, 3. Oh, yeah. There we go.
can't it be the case for things as they actually are? When is an actual rabbit an actual rabbit? I suppose you could have recourse to
And this part I already did, so I'm covered there. I just wish I could add some motion to this easily. How does this look? Not that good. Is this going to be archived? Yeah, I mean, all my streams are archived, I just never get to make them public. That looks like crap. That also looks like crap. That looks good.
why can't it be the case for things as can't it be the case for things as they actually are? When is an actual rabbit an actual rabbit?
There we go. Yeah, as in delisted. There's not a playlist because I don't have them like unlisted. They're private at the moment. I've got to make them unlisted. I just never have gotten around to it. Now, what font should I use here? I bet this shit is so boring to most people. Ah, yes. What font will he use? Riveting. Let's fix it. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That's perfect. And then I want the type effect again, obviously. Yeah, I guess some people, Engie, do need noise to work. To each their own. That's why study with me videos are a thing. I don't care. That scale needs to be a little bit bigger. Make that 42. Ah! Damn it. Yeah, that was good.
Into assumptions about the nature of how things are.
Trying to get into After Effects, would you say it's hard to get into? Not really. Just work and do what you find interesting, and you'll be fine. Somebody asked if I care about Leafy coming back, and I mean, not particularly, but his videos recently have been interesting, so. That's awesome. Now. Oh, that looks like garbage. No way. Nah. Also, no. What could I do to make this more interesting? There's got to be a way to do like a simple chroma shift. Maybe. Oh no. Let's make that 3 steps, and then 1. That's not what I want. No. Yes, there we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's awesome. Fuck yeah.
Again,
Perfect. Alright. This I'm going to deal with later. That I already did. Okay.
or as Aristotle may call it in some.
Now, what do I want to do with these?
In particular respect, the commons.
Could just put these here and call it a day. Oh, that looks like crap. Yes, this is indeed a philosophy-based video.
Model may call it in. Call it in.
Oh, that looks
Model may call it in.
broken up. That's what I want.
Model may call it in. Some.
Yeah, that's good.
Or as Aristotle may call it in some. Particular respect. In some particular respect.
Now, I think I want these to be up higher. Maybe not that high, though. Ah, shit. And then make that 60 by 70. Alright, that looks cool. And then posterize. Ooh.
Some particular respect. The
Again, that doesn't really look that great. Love seeing the editing process. Glad you like it. Really glad you're enjoying it.
common sense.
Okay, that's not what I want. 0.41.
The common sense. The common sense, or nowadays just
And then I'm gonna shift that up.
or nowadays just common sense. Can we trust our common sense, intellectual understandings?
Just a second. You just knock? What do you want? Yeah. Okay, I'll give it back. Test. Damn, y'all can still hear me. That's crazy. Excuse me.
Our common sense, intellectual
Let's make that 2. Ah. Damn it.
Aristotle may call it in some particular respect. The understandings of things. Doesn't seem like we necessarily can. I mean, just looking at it on the face of things.
Yeah, looks good. And then let's do the same for this. Make that 5.
Back. The common sense, or some particular respect. The common sense, or nowadays just common sense. Can we trust our common sense, intellectual understanding? That way. That division would be the mind, or as Aristotle may call it in some particular respect.
Yeah, the com's good enough.
Common sense.
Fuck.
We're just apes on this rock.
Alright. No, nothing new in the chat. Alright. Damn, that's crazy. Now, what should I do with this?
That there's anything inside of us that
Maybe I'll just do a fucking slideshow. No. Chappy slacking, it do be. Wow, what a great overlay. Unusable. No, that's definitely not what I want. Yeah, that's good. Hello, how am I? I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing, Yanit? To Jera.
That there's anything in.
Why do you use black video over black color matte? No reason. I should have used, or I don't know. There's no reason for one thing to be preferenced over another. It do this, fulfill the same function. That's good. Let's take that into Photoshop.
Or you could make an argument in evolution and say, well, it's likely that.
Oh, your mom's account. That's great.
Make an argument. So what's the guarantee that there's anything inside of us that is correspondent to.
Now, how do I want to do this? Yeah, I was gonna make it look like an X-ray board, but I think these slides are sufficient. I'm gonna add a well, I guess I'll do this now. I was gonna add sound effects, and I was about to pull up my sound effects website, but a vignette here will make this look better. Yeah, that's good.
Inside of us that is correspondent to.
That looks alright.
That is
But let's see what we have here. Got way too many tabs open. Yeah, no, GTX 1060 works great for Premiere. Ah, fuck. Alright, let's get this in here. I'm gonna have to turn off the music for a sec so I can hear this better. Oh, it's so loud. Yeah, here's what I want. Excuse me.
That is correspondent to what's out. That is correspondent to what's outside. That is correspondent to what's out.
This kind of looks like garbage. Yeah, I mean, DaVinci Fusion has stuff in it which is comparable to After Effects, but I don't know. It's really not the same. In
That
my
is
opinion.
correspond. That is
That's gonna have to be good enough because I don't care much.
correspondent to what's outside. Sure, you could make it.
I don't feel like keyframing this.
Sure, you could make an argument for evolution and say, well, it's likely. That is correspondent to what's outside. Guarantee that there's anything in.
That could work.
That there's anything inside of us.
How should I do this? What's my budget? I mean, comes and goes. Right now, I don't know. I don't know what you mean by budget.
That there's anything inside of us. There's anything inside of us. There's anything inside of us that is correspondent to what's outside. Sure, you could make an. Sure, you could make an argument for evolution. There's anything inside of us that is that there's any. It's the guarantee. That there's anything inside of us that is correspondent to what's outside. Sure, you could make an argument for evolution.
Just not use that last one, I guess.
Well, it's likely that we have...
Which channel do I prefer? I haven't heard of Croc Gang ENT, but I know Volksgeist personally. Like, he and I are friends. So I would go with him only because I know him.
guarantee that there's anything.
Ooh.
That there's that there's any
Ooh.
that
Nice.
that there's any that there's anything inside of us that is correspondent to...
Yeah, it is a bit of a crazy timeline.
that there's anything inside of us that is correspond...
Oh my god. I hate this program sometimes.
that is correspond...
Yeah, that looks good enough.
Sure, you could make an argument for evolution and say, well, it's likely that we have to have some degree of certain knowledge, or else, well... So what's the guarantee that there's anything inside of us that is correspondent to what's outside? Sure, you could make it say, well, it's likely that we have to have some degree of certain knowledge, or... that there's anything...
How do I decide what music to use? I don't know. Let's see. The ad company that I work with offers a reduced subscription fee to a website called Epidemic Sound, so I just use that. Damn, this is lagging horribly.
Well, it's likely that we have to have some degree of certain knowledge, or else, well...
So just put this up here. Fuck it. Probably throw some, like... Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I'll put on this. Let's see. No, that's too much. So is that. Often do I get caught up in the views and numbers? Not very often anymore, because I just don't really care anymore. I mean, I'm kind of over it. Like, I used to get caught up in it a lot more when I was more, like, in it. But now I'm just indifferent, I guess, yeah. Would be a good word for it. It's like, just don't care. Maybe put these on it. I wonder how that would look. Great. Oh!
That is correspondent to what's
Oh yeah, that is on point right there.
outside.
Ooh.
Sure, you could make an argument for evolution and say, well, it's likely that we have to have some
That's perfect.
degree of certain knowledge, or else, well, we'd be dead. Knowledge, or else. Well, we'd be dead. We couldn't survive. But if one some degree of certain knowledge, or else, well, we'd be dead. We couldn't survive. But if one wants to talk about broader claims and the certainty of all of our knowledge, or else, well, we'd be dead. We couldn't survive. But if thing inside of us that is correspondent to what's outside of us, sure, you could make an argument for evolution and say, well, it's likely that we have to have some degree of certain knowledge, or else, well, we'd be dead. We couldn't survive. Or else, well, we'd be dead. We couldn't survive. We'd be dead. We couldn't survive. But if one But if one wants to talk about broader claims and the certainty of all of our knowledge, it doesn't seem like we can make
Fuck it. I don't really feel like putting this.
totally. Consider the commonsensical view of geometry. Dead, we couldn't survive. But if one wants to talk about broader claims and the certainty of all of our knowledge, it doesn't seem like we can make that claim wholly and totally.
Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night because let's see, I've been working on this since like 4 o'clock and I am tired. I don't feel like working on it anymore. Got to.
That we have.
Gotta zoom in while you edit. Got to.
inside of us that is correspondent to what's outside. Sure, you could make an argument for evolution and say, well, it's likely that we have to have some degree of certain knowledge, or else we'd be dead. We couldn't.
Well, I think that's gonna be it. I don't know. I may stream again later this week. Depends on how much free time I have. And I don't know how much I will have. So, until then, thank you all for joining me. I appreciate it. And this video will probably be up by the end of the month.